Haven't seen or heard a single piece of evidence against Sean Puffy Gomes. I ain't read it in the New York Times. I ain't read it in the Philadelphia Inquirer. I ain't heard it on CNN. I ain't seen it on headline news. Where is the evidence that Sean Puffy Combs engaged in interstate sex trafficking? I keep hearing about Cassie when I turn on the news. Why are we hearing about Cassie when Cassie has nothing to do with the federal indictment? I don't think any black man should have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't think any black man needs 1,000 bottles of baby oil. But I haven't seen anywhere in federal law where owning 1,000 bottles of baby oil is a federal crime. I haven't seen baby oil is not a federal crime. Stomping out Cassie, he was not charged with a crime. The freak offs are not crimes. So why do we keep hearing about Cassie? Why do we keep hearing about baby oil? Why do we keep hearing about freak offs? Where are the federal charges and why are the charges being sealed? Why did the feds seal the charges against Sean Puffy Combs? I'm going to tell you one reason why the feds sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs. One of the biggest reasons they sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs is because the evidence is probably weak. Baby oil is not a federal crime. Stomping out Cassie, he was not charged with a crime. The freak offs are not crimes. So why do we keep hearing about Cassie? Why do we keep hearing about baby oil? Why do we keep hearing about freak offs? Where are the federal charges and why are the charges being sealed? Why did the feds seal the charges against Sean Puffy Combs? I'm going to tell you one reason why the feds sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs. One of the biggest reasons they sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs is because the evidence is probably weak.
Hey, since everybody talking about baby oil, we talking about baby oil. I won't be surprised that Johnson might be starting out with baby oil. Since we talking about baby oil.
Okay, no, just say that in the chat. He literally just said baby oil gonna be on the rise. I agree.
It's gonna be high demand.
It's gonna be high demand because everybody's talking about it. Johnson & Johnson, good job. Good job. No, but like I stated before, I already told you guys, I won't be surprised if you win this case. I kept saying y'all on the last show, I said I would not be surprised if you win this case, even though it may be a federal case. And chances are they say a lot of people don't win a federal case, but I say I would not be surprised because remember when it gets on P Diddy, you're using evidence based on Cassidy and what people hearsay and what people are saying. They're not really doing like it's not really like hardcore evidence actually using right now against Diddy. Now, the only evidence it could use against Diddy is the sex trafficking. Because remember, he was bringing people in, flying them into Miami or New York or even California, which you're not allowed to do that because that is trafficking. So that's the only thing that could probably get him on. But everything else, like I came, what's wrong with the freak off? That's not a lot of people keep saying there's nothing wrong with the freak off. Nothing wrong with the baby oil. Some people use baby oil. What more they mean to say? So, but 50 Cent said something that was very powerful on Earn Your Legion. He said the reason why P is having a hard time and a lot of things he's facing himself with is because the simple fact is they say he was trying to buy a liquor company, and that's what started the whole thing between P Diddy because he was trying to buy a liquor company. Now, can that be true or not? No one knows. It's all speculation. Go ahead, Akeem.
I'm gonna have to agree with him on this one. I'm going to have to because I just think that the vitriol that they have for this man is astronomical. When there's people who have done worse, I'm not exonerating him for his whatever he's done, but there are some things that we have to have common sense about. You know what I mean? We've seen videos that happened 20 years ago. And, you know what I mean? It does make him a bad person. But this just seems kind of like, hey, we want to just sit back and see what's going on, but it just seemed kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And if your best bet is to try to bankrupt him, so be it. I just hope that they keep that same energy when we find out for everybody else who's on the same frequency.
Yeah. When it comes to Dr. Umar, he did make a couple points. Me, actually, one of my guys for work was talking about this too. About if you look at when it comes to freak offs, and also what's his name, Frost Law, talk about this. When it comes to freak offs and baby oil, how it's justice to a federal crime and everything. But the thing is about it is that we heard about Diddy doing some stuff, decades and decades and decades, which it finally caught up to him and everything. And the feds, got involved after they raided his house 6 months ago. They did their due diligence, and on Monday night, they found Diddy at the hotel and arrested him. They put the charges on him against him and everything. And it tells you, as PhD was talked about this on Wednesday too, when it comes to a high powered black man. We feel like we have all this type of money, all this type of fame. We were unstoppable. And the stuff that we do that's bad, and we continue to do them for decades and decades, it will catch up on you and everything. And the feds. And eventually the feds called with him, and now he's in trouble and everything. So I hear what Dr. Umar is saying, but when it comes to Diddy, his past of doing decades and decades of bad stuff, when it comes to other people we work with, assistants and everything, it just finally caught up to him, and now he's got charges on him. So there you go.
Yeah, but and now even right now, the situation with P Diddy is going through, they say right now he's on suicide watch over there in the jail, because this has been very stressful for him and all the people that have been involved. So that was saying, I'm just curious how this case is gonna go. I think everybody is too, but it's a tough situation. I think a lot of people are riding for Diddy. As you can see, Umar, you got Fonzie, you got Boozy. A lot of people are riding for Diddy. They say, hey, he didn't do anything wrong. They pretty much